Hello once again. Hey, Stan here in Virginia. Thought I'd make a little video this morning to talk about some things I've learned about spinners. First thing you'll see though, before we get to the spinners, here's my good old prop. You'll notice I paint my props. I like to paint the tips. This one's been painted several times. The paint's gotten kind of heavy. And I went flying yesterday and it was cold as heck. It was in the 30s and the winds were about 8 miles an hour at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they kept picking up from there. And I was flying, and sure heck, I mean, I was bouncing all around, but I had to, use up your batteries before you come home. So on my fourth battery, I was taxiing in, and everything, and the plane hit a bump, and the crosswind on the field picked up underneath the tail, flipped it right over, and this prop bit the dirt. It's all chipped up, so I have to redo that. I thought it would break it, but these stock props are just incredibly strong. They're really the best stock props I've ever seen. They're fiberglass reinforced. Anyway, but yesterday I want to talk a little bit about what I've learned about spinners. You'll see this spinner. You know what this is. This is the stock spinner that comes on your Cub. Simple plastic, very thin. It's got a nice backing plate, got a nice locking rim in it, and that spinner only weighs 16 grams. It's 2.75 inches in diameter. Well, I like to experiment and I like turnigy things, so I thought, well, back in the summer, when you fly the plane, you reach inside and you touch the prop shaft and it almost burn you. So several companies make these turbo spinners, air-cooled turbo spinners. This is one made by Turnigy. I got this through Hobby King. It's got a nice machined back, a nice groove in the plate here. Nice groove, fits down in there snug. It's held together with 2 screws. I tried to fly this. I thought, well, I'll put that on, that'll be great. The wind will go right through there, go right through the motor, help keep the motor cool. Well, I got to tell you, this does not work on my Cub. It just, no matter what I do, the wind going through there or something, it just makes a god-awful roaring sound. It vibrates like crazy. So I don't know if it's just the Cub or whatever it is, but these spinners, they may be great spinners on some planes, but it does not work on the Cub. And that spinner is 2.5 inches in diameter and it weighs 25 grams. Now yesterday, I like Dubro spinners, and here's one of their spinners. They're very well made. They're held together with 4 bolts, 4 hex bolts, and they actually go through all the way through. If you've seen them, they go into these capture nuts on the back. Very good, high quality plastic, very highly polished, very well machined, but they are heavy. This spinner weighs 56 grams. 56 grams. It's also 2.75 inches. 56 grams. This is the stock spinner. It weighs 16 grams. Well, if I did the math right, this is 3.5 times what this is. 3.5. So 3.5 times lighter or heavier than the stock spinner. So after all these experimentations, I guess my lesson learned is, do not try to do the turbo spinner. It won't work on the Cub. At least it doesn't work for me on my Cub. So the other thing I'd recommend is just stick with a good old simple stock spinner. It fits right up. The reason I wanted to switch is I didn't like the color. I'm getting tired of this pumpkin orange. But you can buy some paint. Krylon, some other people make some plastic paints that they even make paint that looks like chrome. If you experiment a little bit with that paint, you might be able to paint this and get it to change different color, one you like, but it still be a good spinner. But so for now, for me, I'm sticking with this stock spinner. For the Cub, you can't beat it. So I hope this information is useful before you start down the spinner rabbit hole. So safe flying out here.